the best place to start is at the beginning. This is where it all begins. When you sit here and come into your StreetText, you log in the platform, this is where it begins. One of the things you should be doing, if you haven't, go in here, look at the courses. If you've already done it, go look again. They've refreshed them, they've updated them. A lot of the questions that come up in the group are based on how do I do this, how do I do that? And when I get the question, I go, well, have you looked at the academy or whatever? And they're like, huh, what? No. And so you need to take a minute to familiarize yourself with the systems you use, because otherwise you're creating frustration with something that shouldn't have to be that way. And even though in the insider group there's a lot of help, some of this should start with helping yourself. In here, getting started with StreetText, you can see there's everything in there. It's a very well laid out course. It's organized. If you need something, it's there. But just like we say, reading is from left to right, top to bottom. So when I start the dashboard, I come in, your conversations, if someone's in here, go in and reply to them, respond. There's so much stuff inside here that people don't use. It just almost drives a person crazy. Your contacts are in here. Right now, my best running thing has been the downsize ad. And it's great because I'm getting a name, I'm getting a phone number, I'm getting an email address. So what I do is I come in here and I actually go in there and I update it. And when I get their information that I put in here, I save it. I always talk about tagging in here. If you're not tagging your leads, and there's several places, and in here also, you've got notes and whatever. I can come in here, and this one here, I just have been leaving alone for the minute. This one here is a buyer seller because they came in on a downsize ad. I just tagged it. But when you look at how we can use our information in more than one ways, it's not just a buyer, it's not just a seller. If you want to take the time to go into your MLS, and I say, I'm a king of free 99. If I ain't got to pay for it, why am I gonna? That's mocha money for Leon or Heineken later. I don't know. But going into your MLS, you got your tax database. If you pull up your tax database to the MLS and you're in there looking at what's in there, you can find a lot of stuff out about people in there. And, earlier Miriam had showed truepeoplesearch.com, stuff like that. You can go get the information on these guys. You'll have it. You can set it up and send it out, because the more information you have, the better you will perform moving that ball down the field. And a lot of times, like what I do, even though I said I'm not going to talk outside the StreetText, I do have other platforms. I am a home buy user. I'll send them over there and start something going. But no matter what the means of delivery, whether it's a simple email or text or whatever, the more information you have, the better your chances are of getting that ball down the field. I don't want to sell for midfield. I don't want to sell for a long field goal. I don't want to sell for a close game. If I can blow you out, I'm going to blow you out. When they say you're separating yourself from others, you're not going to separate yourself from others if you do things the same way they do. And we already know the definition of madness is continuing doing things the same way and getting the same results. So some of you that are wondering, and I'm not picking on nobody, I'm just going to state facts, human nature. Some of you that are not taking the time, I had someone yesterday, I would have pulled hair out. I need new lead sources. I've got StreetText leads that are 2 years old. I'm not getting nothing. And I asked them what they were doing. And when I suggested some of these other things to do, they were like, didn't want to do it. And I was like, take a horse of water, you can't make them drink. If you ask me something, I'm going to give you an answer. But if you look at the data in there, the tags, I know Canada has some different types of loans. So I can only speak on the US. Here in the US, if I go in there, FHA, VA, conventional, right now, the best thing to do, you want a free assistant, talk to one of your lenders. Talk to your title company. They got AI stuff going right now. I can get a list for $5 that'll send me a couple of hundred people. I can see what they have. I'm getting information on financing. VA is a niche. FHA is a niche. First-time buyer is a niche. When you send that text out, it's a one question. Hey, quick question. Are you a veteran? If they say no, say, okay, I'm just updating my database. If they are, say, hey, did you know they have a program available? Someone earlier said something about, I was looking at something, they said, have your lender stand by. Have a lender that's quick. Have a lender that's going to call these folks and qualify them. I pass them over. When the lender gives them back to me, it's good to go. But guess what? That's work I didn't do. But sitting here today, I got 2 pre-quals from the lenders that I got out of the database, clients that I'm working. So when you're in here looking, like I said, as far as the niche goes, what Hassan said earlier blew me away. I made notes because just like he said, the demographics of downsizing, StreetText has a downsize ad. Why are you not using it? Whether you're looking, when he said single people, veterans, there's so much out there that you can apply to your database. And the secret is you go in there and put a note. When you come into the StreetText system on this thing, what's really great about it is you can do a search in here based on your contacts and however you have tagged them for that note. The beautiful thing on this is it's going to go ahead and pull just those folks up only. And if it's pulling just them up, then what that's telling me is that has saved me a lot of time. And if I'm saving that much time to go in there, you know what happens? I turn around now and I am great at the fact that I'm only working on what I need to work on. If there's only 10 or 15 that way, I've got those 10 or 15. If I turn around and there's more, there's more. But the secret at the end of the day is if you're in here and you're truly working the database that you paid money for, you're going to get results. You can text out of StreetText, you can email out of StreetText. If you want to import or export your leads, you can do that. With all the retargeting that's coming up now that they're doing and all the features that's in there, it's like you pay money for this every month. You're crazy not to use it. I know I'm gonna. I sit in on so much stuff, whether it's Wendy's Tech Tuesday, I turn around, I've dropped through Linnea. Everybody in the group supports each other. And the amazing thing is that's more free things for you to use. You just have to do it. And if you're going to turn around and you want a result, you have to do something to get a result. There is no instant. There is no set it and forget it. There is some automation you can do that'll do stuff for you. But at the end of the day, you're the quarterback. You're the Tom Brady. You got to be the GOAT. Someone said earlier in one of the things, you have to be the one that's seen. They got to know it's you. Whether you're branding your name, you're branding your company name, you're branding your team, whatever you do, you are as big or as little on the internet as you want to be. And so I say it like it is. In the end of the day, you got to start at the beginning. StreetText is where it starts. Where you take it from there, that's totally up to you. But if you don't niche yourself and you only let yourself say, all right, I had a seller, nothing happened, or I got a buyer, nothing happened, then what you're doing is you're getting flags thrown and the penalties backing you up. You're not making it to the end zone. You're going a way back from the end zone. That's not where you want to go. And so that's what I got for y'all today.